everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and it's time for the Mystic tier list. And if you can hear my voice, I got sick, but you know, tier list week can't stop. So my hair's a mess. I sound awful, but we're gonna do this and try to get through it. So useless tier. Let's just jump into it. Again, this is just my opinion, and this list, by the way, this list was hard to make, and I'm gonna need your help to hammer it out because man, there were so many I was unsure about. But you know, I'm pretty sure I got all the useless ones correct. Again, useless might not mean completely useless, but you're definitely not gonna probably be using these champions like ever in their current state. So let's go ahead and let's just start. So we got useless Doctor Strange. Obviously, we all know the story. He used to be really good, like at the very beginning of the game. In fact, I remember opening and buying units with real money to get Doctor Strange out of premium hero crystals when 4 stars were the best champion rating you could get. And I popped 3 and got a Doctor Strange. And oh my god, it was so amazing. I was flexing all my friends, and it was awesome. And now he's nothing. So he needs to be buffed. Ghost Rider, really cool champion. Great synergy team with Blade and Stark and Spider-Man, but by himself, he just hits so he hits like a wet paper bag. He's not good. I'm sorry. I wish he was. Dormammu, he's actually he can be kind of an annoying defender. I think most people know how to fight him now. But yeah, besides that, you're not really going to use him because everyone else does everything better. Loki, I know you can probably find some niche matchups for Loki on YouTube or niche playstyles, but he's not going to work for most of the content in the game, in my opinion. But he has some cool synergy teams that can make him work, I guess. And then we have Purgatory, just not a good champion. Again, hits like a wet paper bag. And she looks dope though. Looks really cool. And then we have Unstoppable Colossus. This is a trophy champion you can get with right now current loyalty currency for what is it, 1.1 million, 1.6 million, something like that. Loyalty, not worth it. Don't get it. I got it because I way back in the day when there's nothing to spend loyalty on. That's the only reason I have it. So that's the useless tier. There wasn't that many in the Mystic class. Let's move on to the useful, or the usable. Dr. Voodoo, love this champion. OG. This is the champion that actually got me back into MCOC all those years ago. When I came back, he was my first 4-star back, and I love this guy. I wish he got a little. He could be due for a nice little tune-up, but he's okay. And you build up those buffs, by the way, on the opponent on like certain paths, and you throw that special one and just watch that poison damage. It's awesome. Iron Fist and Immortal Iron Fist, I think they're both the same champion. Immortal is the trophy version of him. I'm pretty sure they have the same abilities, but they can hit really hard if you rank them up. They just don't have a lot of utility, so unfortunately that's why they're here and usable. Mordo definitely got a buff. Definitely not useless anymore. He used to just be kind of a little annoying defender. But yeah, now he can build up those furies and really smack. Throw him in incursions. That's fun. Throw the Odin synergy on him. And yeah, you have a pretty decent champion. Morningstar. You know, Morningstar, I kind of wanted. I wasn't sure if she would be in the usable or useless. I think once she's ramped up, she's definitely usable in certain scenarios. I know I've seen people use her in incursions, but that was the old incursions. I don't know how she handles the newer ones. But yeah, I'm just gonna put her there. Symbiote Supreme used to be top of the class. This might be a little low for him. I might just be being a little ageist here, but yeah, I think just people do what he does a little better now and a little easier. Still a dope looking champion, a champion I always wanted, but I have never ranked up. But when he came out, man, he was so cool and so good. Then we have Thor Jane Foster, also got a buff, but again, Doesn't do much, anything crazy. And I mean, there's not really much to say about this champion. Honestly, she's not useless. It's just kind of a boring champion and doesn't have a lot of good qualities. But moving on to amazing. There's a lot of amazing champions and god tier champions in this class. So this was really hard, a really hard list. So get to the end of the video and let me know your suggestions in the comments, because this one's definitely gonna need some work based on what the community thinks. It's really like, it was hard. So this is Black Widow. I put her in amazing just because I think that with Battlegrounds out, her damage isn't enough to win these fights. She can finish those fights with 100% health with her health steal ability, and she has great on-demand immunities, and she can throw that buff immunity on the other champion, which is really good against Hulklings and stuff. So a really, really good champion. I just think the damage is holding her back a little bit. Again, iffy, man, iffy. Diablo, he made the amazing list. He's still an amazing champion. People just don't talk about him anymore because he was like one of the original people they buffed to begin with, and they completely, this guy used to be useless and now he's made it all the way to amazing. He could even be god tier in certain cases, so keep that in mind. Guillotine made amazing. She is really good just really at one thing, and that's bleeding the opponent, and then once you got the bleeds built up, throwing a special 2 and just watching their health melt. I understand that. I think she's definitely more than usable, but you know, Kindred, I think I'm not sure. I've only faced a couple Kindreds in Battlegrounds so far. Obviously, he's not even available yet, except for people who got lucky out of crystals. And I was one of them. I got the 7-star and the 6-star. I haven't used them much, mostly because he needs to be awakened and at a decently high sig. And but on defense, he's crazy good. I've lost a couple matches to him. I think I just don't understand how to play him, and I haven't put the time in to learn. But when I've used him in the past, people seem not to have an issue with him. So I don't know. I'll leave him at amazing. Then we have Man Thing. Just a solid champion. Nothing special to talk about here. He kind of just poisons the opponent. He's kind of like an updated Dr. Voodoo, actually, with some immunities or resistances or whatever. Mangog. This is a god tier defender, really. Yet if you are unlucky, you get that special 2, and you're losing either all your health or you're blocking and losing half your health to block damage. Fantastic defender and not bad on attack. Not bad on attack at all. He can handle some fights in Battlegrounds too. So maybe this is too low for him. You let me know in the comments. Mephisto, an amazing champion. I'm pretty sure this is where he belongs. I'm pretty familiar with this guy. I got this guy. This is actually a fun story. This is actually the first ever featured champion I pulled from a premium 4-star crystal. Featured 4-star premium crystal back in the day. I took him to, I was able to I just had the resources. This is when rank 4 4-stars were new, and he was my first rank 4 4-star. Was he rank 3 or rank 4? I'm pretty sure he's rank 4. And when they put him in Alliance War, and no one could beat him, no one understood how to beat the guy. There wasn't really that many counters, really, and he was so tricky, and his value went down, and now with Battlegrounds, man, it's kind of shot back up. So I love that champion. Mojo, just a good champion. A lot of degen damage. He can nullify buffs on the special 1, but he's more of like a like Kindred. He kind of just shortens the amount of time the buffs are there. It's all good. Sasquatch, another amazing defender. If you don't have a counter for Sasquatch in some content, you're not beating him, and that's not a joke. Like the regen, if you don't have a counter for that, you're done. So but again, an attack, he's not bad either. Sigil Scarlet Witch made it to amazing. Might be too high. I like her a lot, but she might need move down. I don't know. She hits really hard. It's just she has this ability where she throws buffs on the opponent, and you're supposed to parry to nullify them. Well, that's great, but then she puts an unblockable on the opponent, and if your timing's bad, you're getting unblockably like hit by with unblockable, and yeah, it's a little annoying. Scarlet Witch OG is still absolutely amazing. I almost put her god tier, but I think she definitely needs to be awakened. So let me put that on there. So anyway, a really good champion. If you pair her with Quicksilver, just almost beyond god tier damage, to be honest. With the prowesses and the furies and stuff, throw a special 2, and the opponent's gone. So this one was kind of a hard one, but I think that's a fair placement. Sorcerer Supreme, still an amazing champion. I know a lot of people don't like her, but if you, she's really, really easy and convenient. So her special 1 activates a nullify aura, so you don't even have to be hitting the opponent. You just have to be next to them, or if they're hitting into your block. She has a nice regen while blocking. If you build those up, you can actually heal more than what the block damage you took. And yeah, just a solid champion. Wiccan, another solid champion. I don't think he's god tier, but on defense, I hate fighting him. I can't fight him. I don't know why. I just start getting incinerated. I try to figure it out, even with science champions sometimes, I feel like. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But if I don't have my Human Torch, I'm not beating Wiccan. Up next, we have Wong. Wong, I don't know much about the guy. I know he's a little tricky on defense, but I've kind of learned his animations now, so it's not too bad. But I know he's kind of up here because he's a 7-star, and not a lot of people use him, and so he's a little difficult to fight. And I've seen Wong's get through some Battleground fights pretty quick. And I don't know if I just don't have enough knowledge about him, but I'm gonna leave him here for now. You let me know in the comments on that one. All right, moving on, we have the god tier. The god tier. Here we go. So this was so hard to make because I don't know if some of these should be higher or lower. So god tier, I have Absorbing Man, America Chavez, absolute beast defender, and she's available as a 7-star beast defender. Special 2 is Unreal, and a really decent attacker. Absorbing Man, I think we all know what's up with him. Just a melt machine and annoying defender too. Dragon Man, he's up here because he's a 7-star, and I'm telling you, I think I've only lost 1 fight in Battlegrounds when Dragon Man's on offense. He just, when he puts them in the corner, they can't go past his special 2, so he just destroys them in the corner. Throw a special 2, build up the incinerates. You're unblockable because it got knocked down. You can intercept them as they get up. They just can't do anything. Relic, yeah, it's impossible for the opponent to do much, and you're usually winning that fight. Ebony, another god tier defender. This guy I kind of put up here because of his difficulty in Battlegrounds and his availability as a 7-star. You let me know if that's too high. Just let me know. It might be overshotting it on that. Juggernaut. This dude, I think this dude's an absolute beast. I think the problem with him, well, it's not really much of a problem. It's just there's so many good mystics. You're kind of picking and choosing, and not a lot of people choose Juggernaut, but when they do, he's an absolute beast, man. Absolute beast. You just hit the opponent and nullify them and go unstoppable and do all that burst damage. Longshot, when I need him in Battlegrounds, finishes the fight in like 20 seconds. Maybe. Hulk, if someone put a Hulkling on defense once when I still had Longshot, and yeah, that didn't last too long. This dude is absolutely insane. Super easy to play. Like, super easy to play. You just parry heavy. Sometimes you don't even have to do that because you activate your, I don't know what it's called, but the aura. And then you just throw a special 2. It nullifies all of the opponent's buffs. They turn it into incinerates and they die. So, beast. I love him. Magic. Magic's up here if ascended because I think she is that good. I mean, there's a reason why she's not a 6-star. I think she's capped at like 6-star rank 3 level. So if you ascend her as a 5-star at rank 5, so that's still amazing. She has some dope synergies, and she has basically permanent power lock. So just a beast, and she has that limber, just amazing. Spider-Man Supreme, this was hard to put him in just God tier, but I went ahead and did that because I don't quite think he's above this. He basically is a beast defender. I think the only person I've seen beat him with the Archangel pretty quick, but usually he's melting opponents, and on attack, don't get me started. That dude can just burst people down so fast. He's very squishy though. He's very squishy. I put Hood in God tier as well. I think he deserves it. He has that amazing stagger / nullify on the special 2, invisibility, and then heavy on the burst damage. He's a really fun champion, especially in Battlegrounds. And he can do some defense too. If the opponent kind of pushes him to the special 2, he can kind of be a little annoying, I guess. I guess he's not too dangerous, but then we had Tigra in God tier. Absolute beast with her neutralize. So yeah, I think you all know what Tigra does, so you don't need to talk about it too much. So this here's the See You Later alligator tier. All right, and there's only 2. I think there's only 2 champions I put in here, and this was tough. So Dr. Doom, still in 2023, is in the See You Later alligator tier. He's still one of those champions. When you get him, you're probably ranking him up. His rotation is so good. It's so easy, and I mean, his power control is insane. An absolute monster. So yeah, he's in here. Then I put Rentra in here. I think he deserves it. There's really only 2 easy counters to Rentra, and that's Archangel and that's Human Torch. And then those are really the only 2 easy ones I know of. There might be a third out there somewhere I've heard about. I think someone said Mysterio can counter him or something, but I haven't even tried that yet. But absolute beast. Again, Rentra might be too high. I don't know. You guys tell me. I mean, the God tier and the See You Later was hard to decide on this one. I mean, some of these could be up there. Some of these, I don't know, man. I don't know. This was tough. This was a tough list. Let me zoom out so you can see them all. And yeah, that's it for this video. Let me know. I'm definitely need a lot of feedback on this list. This was actually harder than I thought it would be. I forgot how many good champions are in this class. So yeah, go ahead and let me know in the comments what you thought about the list. Who needs to be moved up? Who needs to be moved down? Yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you on the support on the other ones. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one tomorrow. Take care.